Hi everybody, this is Pop, aka Katie, and it's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. The sun is out, the sky is blue, there's hardly a cloud to be found anywhere. Yeah! Alright, so I told you that I'd like to show you how the garden's made out. A couple of them have nothing planted in them. They were just prepped and ready for next spring. And others had beautiful flowers in them, but you know, we had a couple frosts now, and so most of the flowers are gone, but there's still some green stuff, so woohoo! And anyways, I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you starting at the far edge of the property and working my way around the side of the house. I'm going to show you the flower beds, such as they are. Yeah! So this line you see right here, this is a flower bed. This is on the edge of the property, well, the edge of the lawn, and out beyond that is just what we call scrubland, or it's just brush. And so my mom would like to have some flowers here that can become what we call naturalized. So they're just going to take over and eventually end up growing into the scrub brush here, and she wants them along this edge because the deck is right over there, and she wants to have this view of beautiful flowers while she's sitting on the deck. And I do have one plant planted here. The deer sadly have eaten most of the leaves off of it. It had leaves. And this is called a flowering raspberry. Has really pretty raspberry colored blossoms, and they're a little bit fragrant. But this will grow into a huge bush, and it'll really take over this whole area right here, which will be great in a few years. And so over here we have, some of you will remember, this is my experimental garden. So it has strictly perennials in it at the moment, and most of these perennials I spent $1 on, some of them $2. I bought them on the side of the road, or I bought them from garden centers that were getting rid of their plants, and they've done really well for the most part. And I'm hoping that next year they'll take off. But this is just a temporary home for them. I had stuff that was planted here that I've taken and planted elsewhere, and I had something over here that was planted elsewhere as well. Some of the things will stay, but this tall flower here and this tall spindly thing here, they are going to go eventually over here in this strip I have. So that'll be great. And yeah, so that's what this garden looks like right now. Then we have Mom's peas. I made this tiny little flower bed of sorts for her pea plants, and the pea plants never blossomed, but they sure did grow. Woohoo! Good thing. Who knows, maybe next year. Alright, so this is the next bed. This bed doesn't have any flowers in it. I did plant bulbs in it at the other end, but Mom would like to have things like hostas and phlox, not wild phlox, but phlox growing here. I've got this this carpet kind of thing for plants. You put it down, and it's supposed to prevent weeds from growing up through the soil. But I have to, this part came unstapled, so I'll have to staple again, but we lent the staple gun to somebody, so I don't know when that's going to happen, maybe next spring. And right here, this is where I've got some bulbs planted that should come up in the spring, and they're called windflowers, Belgian windflowers, so hopefully they'll be really pretty. And then over here we have the garden that has all the regular price perennials in, and a lot of annuals as well. And we're really surprised that it's still, lots of the flowers are still blossoming, which is really fantastic. So it looks much better than we expected for this time of year, and especially since we've had, I think it's 2 frosts now. Okay, so those are those. And then we come up the lawn, and we have these really large rocks that my sister-in-law Shelley placed here in the lawn, but she didn't do anything with them, so they ended up growing all kinds of wild grass around them, and we couldn't mow around them. And I'll show you a clip of that right now. And let me
tell you, I don't wanna come back down. 'Cause every time I look into your eyes when we're together, oh, I see forever is all I see. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause I'm in love with the woman. I'm in love with you, woman.
So anyway, so I took the time to dig it all out and then throw in some nice fresh topsoil, and then I replanted some of my perennials, so brown-eyed Susans, and we have a couple straw flowers that the deer ate the tops off of. We have this flower here, I don't know what it's called, and this one had little blue blossoms on it, but again the deer ate the blossoms. And we have these daisies, and it totally amazes me that this daisy is still hanging on, people. Woohoo! Go for it, daisy! Yeah! And when we come around the edge, I'll plant other flowers over there. And then we come up to these double rocks, and Mom got this bush, and so we planted the bush there, and I've got some irises and lilies, and I don't know what that is. It's supposed to have little red flowers on it. And more irises over here. And I'll probably eventually plant more stuff here, but that'll be at a later date. So there you go, folks. Those are the gardens and the flower beds, and that's what they look like right now. And let's see how they make out next spring. Yeah! Talk to you later. Bye.
Love is a man can be. No matter where I go, what I do, it doesn't get better.